Well, welcome muna natin sila. Welcome to Puro Laro, episode 23, diba? Tama, diba?
Yes.
Episode 23, yun. So, ngayon, nag-uusap lang kami ni John dito tungkol sa aking bagong nilalaro, Anthem. Ano ba nilalaro mo ngayon, John? Ikaw?
Ano ba yan? Apex.
Apex Legends. Patay tayo dyan. 25 million players, man. And growing, I think.
Hindi naman ako ganun kagaling, pero I'm trying
it doesn't matter. It's Respawn made it a fun game.
Oo nga, fun nga siya.
It's freaking fast, freaking
less toxic dahil sa kanilang system.
Ano lang, na hindi ka lang, hindi...
Or is it because nasa PS4 ako?
Hindi rin. Ganun din naman sa mostly nga nakakaano nga yung hindi nagsasalita eh. Pero kasi, medyo, first impression ko naman when I started playing on launch yung medyo hindi maganda yung sound system nila pagdating sa mics. I don't know, kasi you can't really blame everyone to have bad mics eh. Pero, all the time. So parang every person that talks has a bad mic. Tapos, yun. Tapos, yung default kasi niya, hindi siya nakaset. Kasi yung iba yung open mic. Or yung masyadong sensitive yung setup ng volume nila. So, you have to lower it how you receive the volume. Hindi siya naka-default na maganda na talaga yung hindi na tinesting na gano'n. So, parang lahat ng tao parang sumisigaw sila very close to the mic. Even though they're just talking. Yung topic natin ngayon is about bandwagons and everything. Because we'll talk about a phenomenon that's been happening. Medyo sickening tong phenomenon na to, pero it's been happening and it's related to bandwagoning. Kasi nga, grupo-grupo di ba? So, eto nga, pinag-usapan natin yung Apex, di ba? Yung Apex Legends.
Mm-hmm.
Yung Apex kasi, ang ganda phenomenon siya kasi this was a game that was, it took all the nice things nag-usapan natin last episode, it took all the nice things sa iba-ibang Battle Royale, but then apply it to them. So parang they didn't really do anything like out of the ordinary or ordinary ba. Pero they did everything right. Kumbaga parang yung little things na nakuha nila sa talagang how it worked on the other game, it will work perfectly here. So, parang gano'n, pinagpatsi-patsi. Plus, siyempre maganda naman talaga yung Titanfall diba? So, yung fast pace. Actually, I think yung Titanfall na magigets mo doon is, other than the guns and everything, is yung, how yung camera is focusing. Yung parang medyo parang naka fish eye, gano'n. Bilis, diba? So, hindi mo mapansin yun pag naglalaro ka Pero if you watch someone playing Apex, you'll see it. You'll see na parang fish eye na Kasi parang blurred yung
may blurring sides.
Yung sides, tapos yung gitna yung malinaw. So parang ganun obviously, si Wraith talagang naka-fish eye yung Sino favorite mo doon?
Ang nagagets in terms of gameplay, ang nagagets ko si Wraith at saka si Mirage. I tried yung yung isa pang DPS, yung may smoke.
Si Bangalore.
Hindi ko mag-gets kung paano siya.
Ako kasi, unang paglaro ko pa lang doon, alam ko na kagad, I'm gonna pick. Kasi most shooters, I usually pick the generic soldier. Parang sa Overwatch, syempre sa Soldier 76, yung parang just to get a good parang makuha ko lang yung gameplay tsaka yung controls and everything. Tapos I'll move on to the others. Kasi syempre, si Wraith takes getting used to if you don't use her abilities Otherwise, gunner ka lang di ba? Ang gunner ka lang, mahirap nga tamaan yun ng tao na yun. Ang nipis kasi, di ba? Tapos, so the others, yung mga tanks, tsaka mga specialized characters, kailangan master mo na yung gunnery. So, dun yun yung mindset ko pagdating sa mga shooters talaga. Parang, sige, tingnan muna natin how the gunplay works. Kasi it's gonna be impossible for someone to have the gunplay play differently on each character or hero kasi nga, unbalanced yun. Diba? Unbalanced yun. So, dapat pare-pareho sila ng gunplay, which is in-expect ko na naman talaga.
Oo nga pala, sinabi mo last episode, yung Peacemaker, favorite ko na rin siya.
Told you, man. Peacemaker kasi, it's, it helps yung mga particular if you're a beginner, it helps you with your aim. To timing and everything. Diba? Tapos you can move on to the fast guns. Katulad ng yung R99. Oh my God, ang bilis ng baril na yun. R99 is
assault
one of the
rifle
fast.
siya or yung...
I think it's a submachine gun eh. I think it's a submachine gun. Pero pwede siyang long range. Kaya lang it's useless long range eh. Ito yung if you're using mahirap siya if you're using Peacemaker and then R99. R99 pang takot mo lang. Tapos paglapit papalit ka ng Peacemaker, banatan mo. Or depende kung magaling naman talaga na player kahit. Tapos pero kasi itong R99 pang close range to. Why? Kasi ito yung pinakamaraming bullets na ilabas sa ano. So pag natutukan mo to sa dibdib, dire-diretso yun. As in talagang patay. Magugulat yun. Makikita mo, nagkakabasagan na yung arm. Ching! Ganda ng tunog na yun pag naririnig mo yun. Yun. Tapos, pero ngayon, I've decided ang two favorite guns ko, yun nga. First yung Peacemaker. Siyempre kasama na dun yung what was this? What was this other shotgun? The gold shotgun?
Yung Mastiff?
Yung Mastiffs yun. So, tapos, for the gun, for assault, yung iba kasi syempre I can just use it for a while. Pero if I saw, before hate ko tong baril na to. Pero ngayon nagustuhan ko na siya kasi nga, I think I watched a video that its default mode is not its best mode. For others, for many. Yung Hemlock.
Yung 3-shot burst.
Pero when you switch it to single, nandun yung talagang crispiness talaga ng. Walang recoil yun eh.
Oo nga, pansin ko.
Walang recoil yun. Pag ginawa mo single yun, walang recoil. So magugulat. Ikaw sa mouse lang. I mean, on a gaming mouse, you can do that eh. Yung talagang todo button smash. Ginagawa ko yun eh. Kasi una, yung parang, if I encounter one-on-ones, pag ganyan. Tapos, syempre, your other teammates are fighting the other, ibang member ng squad na kalaban. So, parang, if you go on one-on-one, makita mo kung, pag hindi magaling, maglalaro ako. So, gagamitin ko yung Hemlock. Tapos, papakita ko sa niya na parang burst, gano'n. Tapos, mag-switch ako mid-fight. Tapos, papakita ko sa niya, natatawa ako kasi parang, tapos aantayin ko talaga mag-reload. Nakikita mag-reload, parang tanya na reload eh. Tsaka I don't know why this is. Siguro kasi ako Rainbow Six Siege player and CS. Pero sa CS nagagawa mo naman yata yan. I don't know if you can still jump in CS. Pero on Rainbow Six Siege, on that game, you don't jump. So hindi ako tumatalon if I'm strafing. I don't jump. I don't jump. People jump. I was like, why are you jumping? Sabi ko nga pag when one-on-one pag nag-one-on-one ako sa if you jump, ay nako, Peacemaker ka agad. Sige, pag landing mo, boom. Tas talon ulit siya balik. Boom. Kasi sakto yung talon pag landing mo sa kasa. Nakakatawa para sabi ko, bakit?
I think
instinct yun. Pero sa Overwatch
instinct
kasi
from other instinct from other games.
So these are probably other shooter games. Siguro yung Overwatch.
Kasi yung ayaw nilang ma-hit yung head.
Ay, sa sa what do you call this? I think you can also jump in what do you call this? PUBG. And of course. So parang walang boost dito, walang boost jump dito. Diba? Isip siguro nila mayroong mga power up parang sa Fortnite, tatalong ka na mataas.
One thing pala I learned dyan sa Apex na yan, although medyo malayo na tayo sa ante. Yung yung kill rate, hindi ko pa maintindihan dati nung nag-start ko eh. Pati pala enemies nakakapasok doon sa ni Wraith.
Saan?
Di ba yung gumagawa siya ng tunnel?
Yeah,
Even the enemies can go into that.
I mean, there was even one time na magaling yung sabi niya, una kami, tapos humahabol siya. Sabi niya, I'm gonna create a tunnel, don't go in. Kasi nagpapahabol siya. So,
Ah,
oo. Tapos pumasok sila lahat ng kalaban, one by one, patay.
oo nga. Na-realize ko nga rin yun nung ano eh. Kasi I thought na escape mechanism yun eh. Hindi pala. So, total, nakakapasok sila. Eh kung sila biglang pumasok, abangan ko na lang sila sa dulo, di ba?
Oo. There was this one game or one match that I played sa Apex Legends is parang, alam mo yung, syempre, when you're starting out, tatlo kayo, di ba? Tapos the other got disconnected before we even launch.
Oo, may nangyaring ganun.
Oo. Yung kakampi ko is, sinasabi doon, ano lang siya, di ba? I think he's like 80, he's pretty low level, siguro mga level 12, pero nasa 80 kills na siya. So, magaling kaya to. Tapos sabi ko, okay. I mean, man, seriously, sobrang galing niya. I mean, I can't even say na he's cheating or what. Pero every encounter, siya lang yun ang pumapatay lahat. I think he was already up to like 15 kills.
Spectator ka lang.
Oo. I mean, humahabol nga ako kasi parang turo lang siya ng turo. Yung parang magpiping lang siya kung saan tayo pupunta. Susunod ako sa kanya. Mamaya encounter, syempre yung characters, diba? I'm getting shot. Down an enemy. Kill the entire squad. Parang, what the hell, man? Mag-iiwan ka naman sa akin. I killed probably two people. Tapos,
nakaka-encounter din akong ganyan. Anong nangyayari sa akin? Ako ang spotter.
we ended up winning the match. Yung parang sabi ko, oh my God, this is the most amazing match. At the same time, this is the most useless I've felt sa laro na to. So parang, I mean, there are lots of stories out there with Apex Legends. Kasi nga, it's a fast-paced game. The matches are quick. And, ano siya eh, I think I saw a news bit or a news report sa Australia. And they were saying na parang, it has this one more game feel. Diba sabi ko nga sa'yo, parang siyang Civilization. Meron siyang pool eh, na parang isa pa, last na. I mean, whatever you're doing, I mean, you're about to leave the house, you can do one match eh. Isa pa. One match, sige. Okay na. Ito para to sa mga medyo oldies or siguro may mga asawa na gamers. When you're waiting for your wife to dress up, pag-aalis kayo na over there, go play Apex Legends. Hindi magagalit yun kasi ang bilis mong tanggalin yung game eh. Di ba yung parang, okay, alis na ako. Wala may issue eh kasi it's just one match. Di ba?
Tapos, pasok ka doon sa high density na area para sure na maikli lang game mo.
Oo. Sarap kaya no. Market yung pinaka-favorite ko kasi. Kasi nga minsan I use caustic. Kasi, sabi nila the worst hero daw yan. Pero sabi ko, caustic, ang ganda kaya sa, sa, yung parang start game, tapos doon ka sa high density area. Oh my God, magda-drop lang talaga ako ng mga gas trap. Taranta naman sila. Susunod pa yung kakampi. Sige, magsama kayo. Masulaso kayo dito sa loob. Ayun. So anyway, yun nga, ang topic, I mean, kita naman natin siguro yung success ng Apex Legends. And like I said dun sa review, this is not a bandwagon game kasi nga, the players started it. It's not hype na hinipe tayo ng marketing. Diba? Pero hinipe to ng mga players because of word of mouth. As you can see, there are very few trailers, there are very few ads about Apex Legends. This is all 25 million players. Diba? Yung parang nag-starting off as siguro 1 million, ganyan. Tapos they told their friends and everything. Tapos yun na. Start. Maliit lang yung download niya. Mabilis lang yung game. It doesn't care kung anong graphics mo. So, yun yung maganda sa Apex Legends. Going back to the topic ng bandwagoning. Kasi, there's this, may positive na bandwagon Apex Legends. Meron naman negative na bandwagon, meaning some guys are joining or are doing this stuff na negative and all that. May kita mo naman siguro if you guys follow streamers and everything. Most of them, when what do you call this? This is not to warning lang, hindi to bad mouthing or putting down streamers or whatnot.
Observation lang.
Observation, you know the game, you know how streamers are and how they need to get viewers because it ties up to how much they earn and everything. Pero nga, whatever's hot, they have to do it. You can't be forced unless you're really yung parang you are known for that single game, and that game is not even popular. Let's say sabihin natin, I myself sabihin natin maglaro ako ng Civilization. I can't just play Apex Legends for my viewers kasi nga kilala nila ako as playing Civilization. Nobody plays Civilization on Twitch. When I say nobody, it's not wala talaga. I'm saying hindi mo makikita yan sa top 10 or top 30 lists. Unless siguro a few days ago kasi nag-launch siya ng bagong or a few weeks ago kasi nag-launch siya ng bagong expansion. Pero yun nga, you don't see people playing that and you don't get like 100,000 viewers like Ninja does or 1 million viewers mga ganon. You don't get those kind of numbers when you're playing niche games. Ang akin lang kasi you'll see this pagdating sa streamers is they're playing one game. Like last month you can see that people were playing, is it this month or last month? Pero parang I think early Feb or late January nung lumabas yung what do you call this? Resident Evil 2, everyone was playing it. Everyone's doing playthrough, everyone getting it. And of course, the others were still playing popular games like League of Legends. They were playing Dota. Some other people were playing yung mga ML pa nga, diba? Yung Mobile Legends. So, pero sometime after that, when Apex Legends came out, slowly and surely everyone was switching to Apex Legends. Diba? Why? Because it's
the new shiny.
It's the one. Oh, it's the new shiny nga. Kasi pero yun nga, diba? So this is this a bandwagon on itself? Siyempre, of course it is, diba? Pero when it comes to the negativity of bandwagon, siguro yung ang ayoko lang kasi yung when particularly sa gaming media, I hate it when something is in trend and everyone just parrots that specific news item, pero they don't know what they're talking about. So you can see pag nag-search ka ng Apex Legends, sangkatutak, thousands, tens of thousands, baka hundreds of thousands of channels are covering tips, ganyan, playthrough, diba, ng Apex Legends and everything. Some of them make sense, particularly yung mga YouTube channels. If some of you guys there are following yung magagaling talaga na shooter, magagaling sa shooter. Ako, I follow like Jack Frags, I follow Matimio, I follow yung mga, usually ito mga Rainbow Six Siege gamers to eh. So, magagaling talaga sila sa shooter. Sila Shroud, yan. Sila Ninja, magagaling talaga sila sa shooter. If they try this game, sa akin, it's okay. Pero the others, parang mga newbies and everything, you don't play this.
Sobrang if different yung genre na inaan.
Ang nakakatawa pa, yung iba kasi I don't know them, and even if you check their channel, they're not really into that kind of stuff. There are only a few videos on a particular game. Pero they're already showing tips, beginner tips, advanced tips, yung mga ganyan. Pero they're parroting other people who are actually doing that. So yun yung ayoko na bandwagon kasi. Tapos, when you see, kasi sa news, sa media, normal yung magkaroon ng sort of bandwagoning or gaya-gaya ng headline and everything. Kasi yung source is just one. And all they're gonna do is just cite that source and they can use almost the same headline. Okay lang yun. Kasi nga, hindi ka naman scoop dun eh. Diba? Unless you personally ask kung ano yung tinanong ng source. Let's say sa Philippines, let's say, a particular congressman na may nagsinabing ganito, isa yung maglalabas yan kasi siya yung nagtanong, siya yung nag-interview, sinabi ng congressman, so ilalabas siya sa media. I-cover yan, what do you call this, isa-cite na lang yung article mo, tapos yan. Pero pag tinanong mo mismo yung congressman na yan, tapos sumagot siya ng iba, and then it's your news na. Diba? So that's how it works. But the thing is, how fast you can make news, particularly in the gaming media, is just like that. The thing is, most of the time, you don't know what you're talking about. You're just parroting kung ano sinasabi nila. You can't even say it's plagiarizing kasi it's a news item. There's no such thing as plagiarism pagdating sa news kasi you're just citing ganyan-ganyan. Tapos you're citing a particular article, sinabi dito, and you're good. You can say whatever you want. Just cite it one time and then you're good. You can say even your opinions and everything. So, ganun talaga. Ang ayoko lang kasi, katulad ng, let's say, and ayoko lang kasi pag nag-move on siya to gamers themselves, that they're just parroting the news media. Na maganda yung Apex Legends, pero hindi mo pa nalalaro.
Okay, pati, alam mo yun, yung Wall Street Journal, pati may article din sila eh.
Oo. Alam mo naman, magiging innovative, lalo sa mga Wall Street Journal, sa Forbes and everything, na i-cite nila yung isang game. Kasi nga, big money, we're talking about big money here, di ba? Kahit free-to-play yung kasi yung microtransactions, how much will they cost, how much it will net them pagdating sa microtransactions. Particularly, magaganda. Although, mabagal lang konti, which is good and bad thing. Mabagal lang konti ang Respawn maglabas ng content pagdating sa microtransactions. Kasi katulad niyan, isa lang yung may I forgot the term. Parang yung super elite, legendary, ganyan-ganyan na item. And I think si Wraith lang yung meron. Si Wraith lang yung meron ng full item na to na sobrang cool lang itsura niya. Siya meron siyang dagger
parang
and everything.
Set siya?
Hindi. Para siyang set. Pero, lahat ng niya. Well, 3 at a time. Pero I forgot yung term nila eh. Later, matatandaan ko yan. Pero yun nga, mabagal sila mag-release ng content. So, I don't know what they're doing, man. They should be making money right now. Diba? So, yun nga. Ang pangit na kasi hindi mo pa nalalaro. So, the reason why I mentioned ko yan, kasi, patungkol to dun sa bagong release na game, which I never really paid for. I got it for free. Ni-sponsor tayo dito sa Puro Laro. Hindi, joke. I got it for free, which is Anthem. Okay? So, the thing is, my problem with that kind of news item, I mean, given I understand some of the reviews. Some of the reviews, I understand. I understand that it's an incomplete game. I understand that there are hindi naman so many issues. There's no game-breaking bug for me as of the meantime, other than my PC crashed. Problema ko na yan, di ba? Pero yung the others, there's no really game-breaking. Medyo lacking lang talaga siya. Medyo lacking lang. Tsaka, siguro mga 50% fun content. May 50% fun content lang siya. Hindi siya yung katulad ng Apex Legends na parang paglaro mo pa lang, uy, okay to ah. Uy, laro ulit eh. Ang may mali lang siguro kumbaga sa movie, para tong mali yung pagkakadirect. Mali yung pagkaka-edit.
Okay.
So, hindi maganda yung editing niya. Ang kinalabas, ang boring yung pelikula. Ganon yung nangyari dito. Sinasabi nila, cheesy yung lines, cheesy yung ganyan. Ang akin lang kasi, what's surprising, and this is also testament to how forgetful people are. The same things that are being said now was also said when Destiny came out and when The Division came out. And this is the same genre of games. That The Division is over before you know it, like after a few hours, 30 hours, 60 hours, ganyan. Ang bilis lang ng story. Destiny, sinasabi nila, yun na yun, that's it. That was it, that was Destiny. But the thing is, I was thinking is, how many years has it passed since the Destiny and the Division came out, and they're still playing the game wrong? Not saying they don't know how to play the game. I'm saying, are you expecting? Kasi tulad yan, who made Destiny?
Bungie.
Bungie, di ba? Bungie. And they're saying na parang, bakit hindi katulad ng Halo? Di ba? Ang ganda-ganda ng story ng Halo, tapos ito lang yung story ng Destiny. Di ba? Tapos sasabihin nila, Ubisoft, ang ganda-ganda story games, yung mga single player open world games. Ano to? Ano tong The Division? Ang pangit. Di ba? And now they're saying the same thing pagdating sa Anthem. Which is parang sa akin, it's already sickening to me. Kasi nga ako, I follow everyone saying, pangit. Ako, may mga friends pa ako nagsasabi na parang pangit yung game, pangit yung review ng game. I'm saying, yes, pagdating sa looter shooter, you don't expect it to play the same as an RPG. Nakatawa pa nga ako kasi meron ko mga sa YouTube that they're reviewing it and they're still insisting on the point that it's an RPG.
Hindi naman siya RPG.
Yun nga. It's not an RPG. It's not an RPG kasi even though sabihin natin BioWare, may mga choices ka sa dialogue and everything, pero kasi sinasabi na, hindi, pero walang kwenta yung mga choices mo kasi eventually leads to the same answer.
Is it because of, I think it's because of yung reputation
because of the developer.
Yung name ng developer. Yeah. Kasi kilala sila as RPG.
Exactly. I mean, bakit hindi natin kine-question ng Blizzard? Pag nung ginawa nila yung Overwatch, they shouldn't be making those types of games because they're good in WoW. Diba? They made 20 million players, diba? Pagdating sa WoW, tapos they're making a shooter, diba? Pero they're praising Overwatch. It's cool. Diba? Only when everybody says it's good will these parang bulaang propeta na tanong sa YouTube, no? Yun lang yung nakakalungkot. Yun lang yung sa akin nakakalungkot. And the gamers are actually following it. You haven't bought the game. Nung nakakatawa nga kasi ako parang, people are already saying it sucks. Anthem sucks, ganyan. Have you played it? No, you haven't played it. Diba? Kasi people are already saying it sucks before Feb 22 came in. Bago pa dumating ang February 22. Marami na nagsasabi, pangit ang Anthem, pangit. Di mo na nilalaro. Diba? Ako, I played it, and I think it's okay. It's lacking, kulang yung content. I'm still going through it, by the way. Pero when you sinasabi kasi nila, yung gunplay, ganyan, hindi. Okay kaya yung gunplay, solid.
So,
solid yung...
when you go into Anthem, ano dapat ang mindset mo? Kasi kunyari, nung pumasok ako sa Apex, una ang mindset ko, super fast-paced. Ngayon, right in your face. Pero it doesn't work most of the time eh. Merong mga times din na dapat hang back long range ang So,
meron naman.
Sa Anthem, para ma-appreciate mo yung game, ano dapat ang mindset mo pag pumasok mo doon?
Well, siguro kung if people can go back on how Destiny was or how the Division was, this is the same type of game. All you need to do here is, it depends kasi, may kanya-kanyang playstyle eh. Pero, all you have to do is just learn the game. Level up. Get some loot. And that's basically, rinse repeat lang to. And, let the developers come up with the content. Kung kulang talaga yung content, you breeze through. Kasi imposible eh, up to now, bakit naka-Grandmaster level 3 ka na ba? Diba? Meaning, you've really beaten it all throughout. Ganun ka ba ano yung tawag dito, hardcore pagdating sa mga looter shooters and everything? I think not. I think you're just I think most people are just here to play the game because it looks cool and it's a shooter. You like shooters, yung mga ganon. Pero if you're just that kind of player and you don't know anything about looter shoot, wag mo na bilhin yung Anthem. Not saying wag na, hindi ka namin kailangan, hindi ka naman. Hindi, it doesn't matter kasi you won't enjoy it. You really won't enjoy it. paulit-ulit lang ang gagawin mo sa Anthem. Katulad ng ginagawa nila. Lagi nila kino-compare to sa isa sa mga successful looter shooters out there. And it's free to play though. It's Warframe. Warframe is not as it is, yung kung ano siya ngayon, hindi siya ganun dati. The game actually sucked when it launched. The first few months niya, pangit kaya nun. Iniwan ko yun eh. Dinownload ko kasi libre. Para sa title itself, Warframe. Iniisip ko kasi yung parang ano yun. Parang War something, yung free-to-play na parang Dota. And na nilalaro sa mga ano yun, sa mga internet shop. So
I don't know.
something war, parang war gana. Alam na mga ano natin yan. Pero the thing is, akala ko yun siya. So sinabi, Warframe ba to? And when I joined in, it was already when I went back, they were already 2 years in, I think. 2 years in or close to 2 years. And everyone was already praising it at that point. But the thing is, when they say it sucked, when it didn't gain any traction, hindi siya sumikat and everything, the hardcore players who love yung nagustuhan nila yung Warframe stuck with Warframe. And they kept telling their friends, okay to, try mo to, okay to, try mo to. Pero most of their friends, I think, would say na parang hindi ko gusto yung game eh. Kasi nga paulit-ulit lang ang gagawin mo doon. You're gonna play the same missions, you're gonna repeat the same missions, so you can level up, you can get more loot. Farming, puro farming to. Pag sinabi mo farming, puro farming talaga to. Ulitin mo. Rinse, repeat lang.
So, kung yung style ng shooter game mo is yung RPG shooters like yung kunyari Call of Duty, or if you're the type na yung parang team shooters like yung Team Fortress or ganyan, hindi mo ma-appreciate ito talaga.
Hindi mo ma-appreciate ito. Kumbaga, there was a point, di ba ikaw naglalaro ka ng WoW, di ba?
Oo.
There was a point that you've already finished all missions, di ba?
Mm-mm.
Pero there were repeatable quests,
Yes.
Correct? Why would you repeat that quest?
Usually it's more merong parang in-game currency na you need to get some better equipment.
Parang meron siyang, ano yan, yung parang pag nagka-craft ka ng items, meron siyang binibigay na loots, di ba? Exact, di ba?
Or mag-repeat ka para makakuha ka ng mga PvP items naman.
Yun nga yun, di ba? So, it's the same thing here, although there's no PvP yet in Anthem. Nasa napaka-early stage. Kasi nga to, hindi to release talaga. Ako, tatanungin mo, yung mga looter shooters, lahat may kanyang category to pagdating sa game. Kasi nga nababrand sila na mas pagdating diyan. Pero usually these games, pag umabot ang 1 year, doon sila maganda. Pag umabot siya ng 1 year, doon siya maganda talaga. Doon siya maganda. Hindi to dahil 1 year bago maayos yung bugs. There are very few bugs. In my playthrough, there are very few bugs in Anthem. There's one game-breaking bug for me. I don't know if I'm doing it wrong or not. Pero there's just one game-breaking bug na parang every time I join like quick play, which is yung parang random mission, kung sino man yung nag-instigate ng mission, random mission, you can join it. Nothing happens. Kumbaga parang nasa isang malaking room, nasa isang malaking area kayo, which is like one area of a dungeon. Diba usually kasi mga dungeon may mga stages. Parang nasa one stage kayo. And you guys are just there. All of you are complete na, pero nothing happening. So hindi ko alam kung if there's something wrong there, if it's a bug, if they're gonna fix it or what. I think they already know it. Pero yun lang yun sa akin. Yes, you can play missions, you can ganyan. People will join in automatically. They're playing the same mission. Maganda yung matchmaking niya, okay. But there's no real so-called matchmaking kasi nga parang automatic lahat. When you go into a mission, there's this room, dun lang yung susunod na matchmaking. Pero the rest is parang automatic naman talaga. You can't choose or you can't do like yung old school na looking for ganyan-ganyan. Walang ganun. Wala siyang chat, wala siyang chat lobby, walang ganun. Pero what I'm saying is parang the game is okay. I'm still learning how to play the game as of now. I think magle-level 20 na ako. And it only goes to level 30. Magle-level 20 na ako. I've only got 3 javelin I'm on my going to my fourth javelin unlock. So, 4 lang naman yung javelin currently. I think they're adding more, pero yun nga. Okay siya. There's nothing wrong with it other than it doesn't have that fun factor. There will be parang yung kasi there's missions, and yung pinaka okay doon kasi free play eh. Yung free play, you're just gonna roam the map. Malaki yung mapa malaki yung world eh. Pero yun nga, you're flying around, ganyan-ganyan, you're beating random, tapos may mga random missions na magpa-pop up, someone will ask for help, tapos pupunta ka doon. I think yun lang, kasi medyo far in between yung mga ganun. Parang more often than not, you're just cruising along the world. Parang boring.
So parang, pero instance to, hindi ito yung parang MMO na
Alin, instance din. Meron ka rin makikita sa world, pero hindi kayo sabay-sabay pupunta sa world. Pupunta ka sa world, para nag-join ka na lang dun sa group na yun na 4 lang naman din talaga eh. 4 lang kasya dun. 4 at a time lang yung kasya dun sa isang instance ng map na yun. Okay. And hindi naman kayo magkakagrupo. You're not grouped up together. You're just in the world. There's just 3 other javelins in the world. 3 other players in the world. Na there might be a chance na halimbawa, you're fighting a particular random mission, tapos nahihirapan ka and everything. They can see you. They can see you on the map. They can view you. Yung parang meron kang dot na nakalagay doon yung name mo. Tapos makikita nila kung down ka, they can go to your rescue. Na parang, uy, down yun, no? So, pupuntahan ka nila kasi alam nila, malamang. So, yun, ganun man. Pero malaki yung map. Malaki talaga. Sobrang laki. As in, sobrang laki. As in, makikita mo yung dot na yun, ay, down siya, oh. Hindi mo alam na sa kabilang dulo ng map yun. Kala mo nandiyan lang sa kabilang,
sa kabilang bundok.
Hindi, malaki. Oo. I mean, more often than not, parang may flight simulator. Ganun yung dating. Ganun. Pero hindi kasi nagtatagal ng naka-boost. Nag-overheat ka rin eh. So, ang technique is, kailangan may technique ka rin. Parang, i-cool mo, dadaan ka sa mga, parang lalapit ka sa waterfall para ma-reset yung flight time mo. Yun yung mga technique lang. Na if you plan your flight well, hindi ka na lalapa. Mabilis ka. Yeah. Pero you can walk, you can run the entire okay lang naman. Mabilis ka naman. Pero yun nga, I mean, other than that, this is parang to eh. Lahat ng meron ngayon sa Anthem is placeholders for better playthrough in the future. As in, pwede talaga siyang gumanda. I think talaga a few months out, makikita mo na yung kung gaano kaganda yung Anthem. Tapos ang bagong news na naman ng mga bandwagoning media na to is parang ang sasabihin lang nila, this is what Anthem should be. Parang, God! I mean, seriously, man? I mean, paulit-ulit na yung mga ganyang klaseng news. Diba? Parang, ang akin lang kasi, pangit siya in a sense. Hindi siya kasing ganda ng iba. Katulad yung kumpara mo sa success ng ng Apex Legends, hindi pwede, di ba? Pero ikukumpara mo sa success at launch ng other games. Yon. Ang problema lang kasi EA ito eh. Ito yung malaking issue talaga. Yan yung pinakamalaking stigma niya.
Everyone wants to hate EA.
Oo, yun nga eh. Parang cool kapag sinabi mo pangit ang EA. Di ba? Pero abi ko nga ako, even though I don't like EA as a business, on a business sense, how they do business, they still have several lineups in their build na gusto mo lang mag-continue yung series. Mm-hmm. Dragon Age, di ba? Dragon Age. Tapos yung, kanila na yung Titanfall, di ba? Yung parang, marami silang under their belt na sobrang gagandang games talaga. Na gusto mo lang magpatuloy, sige gawin nyo lang yan. Gawin nyo lang, kaya nyo yan. Kasi may pera naman sila eh. Di ba? Yun nga lang, mahirap ko lang madaliin talaga yung mga development. Pero eto kasi, I'm thinking, the reason why I think BioWare would agree to this kind of setup is it keeps them employed. If you have a game like this, it keeps you employed. Why? Kasi every year you're constant. Hindi siya maintenance team eh. As in full development team, you're gonna create new quests, you're gonna create ganyan-ganyan, new content, di ba? Ang tanong lang dito kung if the next DLC or kumbaga update would suck. If it's again walang kwenta, yan talaga trouble na talaga yan. Trouble na talaga yung ano na yan. I think Anthem would be cancelled. It will not compete. Kasi nga Destiny ganun na ganun eh. Alam mo, kaya mong tapusin ng Destiny within 10 hours? Yung initial content niya, 10 hours. Yung BioWare nga naging matalino na dito eh. Bakit? Kasi they spread out their quests, yung story quest, through different levels. Tapos nilagyan nila lang sangkatutak na content in the middle para hindi mo talaga mapatuloy. Pero syempre may mga tao pa rin na unique na para kaya nila mag-level 30 within 2 days, within 3 days, mga ganyan. Hindi nila binibitawan yung game. Pero yun nga, other than that, I mean, ako, ngayon lang ako, this day lang ako talaga nag-spend ng mahabang time sa Anthem. Pero mabilis naman kasi siya mag-level up eh. As long as you're playing with other people, mas mataas yung makuha mong experience eh. Which is the same for MMOs, di ba? Ang akin lang kasi, sana they took more of what they learned from MMOs and then nilagay nila doon. Kasi, di ba, remember I mentioned before sa isang episode natin na I was excited because parang may Holy Trinity siya. They only like took 20% of it. Kasi
so in
my
terms
first
of character design lang, not in terms of gameplay.
Oo, medyo. I mean, true enough in a sense. I haven't really noticed it. Siguro pag mga endgame type na, manonotice mo na yan. Manonotice mo na siya to a part. Kasi wala siyang Holy Trinity na para siyang dalawa lang, DPS and tank.
May supposedly parang meron siyang dungeon.
Merong?
Yung kunyari sa WoW, merong mga dungeons, di ba, na tinatawag.
Meron dun for, I haven't played that.
Kasi doon pumapasok yung tinatawag na Trinity eh. Doon, kasi yung mga ganong klaseng instance na dungeons, you need a tactic or strategy. Pero
you know what? I haven't really played it. I think they call it in Anthem is Stronghold. I haven't played it.
Baka doon mag-shine yung system na yun.
I think so. Kasi on a mission play, clear coordination din naman. Although madali lang kasi yung mga kalaban sa missions. Pero meron, lalo na pag boss, you can call it boss, pero pag malalaki yung kalaban, yun doon nagkakaproblema eh, pag hindi kayo coordinated. Kasi you have to always go for a combo. Mas malaki kasi yung bawas pa nag-combo. Combo is what? Combo is, what I call this? Combo is a combination of two. Basta two, first you have to do yung primer, tinatawag nila primer, and then yung isa. Yung execution. So, pag nag-combine tong dalawa, makakikita ka lalabas ng malaki dun sa yung mga damage, anong tawag dito? Yung mga lumalabas sa damage, lalabas dun combo, malaki. Combo. Yun. Ang laki ng bawas talaga nun. Bihira kasi yung gumagawa nun, yung iba kasi tira lang ng tira. Pero usually, ang makakagawa lang nun, mostly nakakagawa nun, kasi ako first javelin na pinili ko, syempre is tank. Yung Colossus. Ang usual na nakakagawa ng combo is the Colossus and the Storm. Sila talaga kasi yung Storm yung talagang todo elemental yan eh. So pag usually nagyayari yung combo, nag-ice siya, pak. Tapos binatuhan ko ng fire, combo yun. Ang laki ng bawas nun. Oo, pinsan electricity, tapos babatuhan ko ng fire, combo yun. So, yun. Yun yung maganda, yun yung talaga yung pinaka. Pero the rest kasi katulad ng Interceptor, katulad ng siguro Interceptor at to a point kaya niya mag-combo, pero yung Ranger sobrang Ranger parang siya eh. DPS siya na yung mga stragglers, yung mga creeps, siya yung bahala doon.
Yung ang tawag doon? I forgot.
Sobrang all around kasi. Pero For me, isa sa mga pinaka-versatile na masarap, yung parang sobrang balanced, is yung Ranger. Yung Ranger talaga yung pinaka-balance. Yung Storm, kailangan magaling ka sa flight kasi nga flight and targeting kasi nga most of the time, dahil matagal yung hover time mo eh. Kasi that's your purpose eh. Para kang wizard na lumulutang tapos tumitira ka ng mga kung ano ng elemental blast. Kailangan magaling ka sa targeting tsaka sa timing. Sa naman, baril ka lang ng baril sa tangga. Baril ka lang ng baril. Tapos, i-aggro mo lang sila. Kung yun yung pinili mo, aggro, or kasi makikita mo na yung ibang build eh. Makikita mo na from your playthrough, you can see the different builds. I'm not praising Anthem here. I think it still needs a lot of work. Kasi medyo boring talaga siya. Kasi talagang uubos oras mo dito, hindi ka masaya. Hindi ka naiinis hindi ka maiinis, hindi siya bad vibes. Pero parang yung alam mo yung tulala ka lang. Parang gano'n ka lang maglaro. Okay. Pero may skills to. I mean, it's one of the games that needs skills. Compared to its other games na looter shooter katulad ng Destiny and The Division. I both play those games. Ito medyo kailangan talaga ng skills kasi yung flight time, hindi siya ganun kabilis. Hindi siya ganun kabilis matutunan kasi malilito ka sa camera eh. Pero talagang pag na-master mo, ang ganda, clockwork yung galaw mo. Parang sobrang skillful mo talaga, parang mga ninja. Galing. Iiwasan mo yung mga tira, yung mga ganyan. Yun yung maganda pag meron na talaga yung control. Pero on terms of what I call this, The Division, ang iniantay mo kasi cooldowns eh. Katulad ng Destiny, cooldowns din. Destiny, puro shooter, tira dito. Doon kasi, dahil third person kasi yung view mo, katulad ng The Division, mas mabilis siya eh. Mas mabilis yung skill mo dito. Mas kailangan na skills pagdating sa gameplay versus The Division. Sa The Division talagang puro cooldowns eh. Tamang keep them at bay, cover me, ganun lang yon para lang hindi ka ma-caught unaware or ma-flank. And that's it. Kasi may cover mechanic nga ang The Division eh. Na wala naman sa Destiny's first person. Third person yung wala namang cover mechanic ang Anthem kasi yung flight mechanic ang meron siya eh.
Naka-armor ka naman.
Iwas. Oo, pero untilis mabubos ng doon, ng shield doon.
Talaga?
Mamaya critical ka na. Pero nakakatawa lang kasi parang siguro marami akong gustong improvement doon. Kasi meron siya yung parang if you kill like yung mga kasi isipin mo doon, paano ka mag-reload? Hindi ka ba naubusan ng bala? Ganyan. So yung mga yung mga na kinakalaban, particularly yung mga creeps, would drop parang bubbles. Dalawa lang naman yung bubble doon. Isa yung armor bubble or yung health bubble. Tapos yung pangalawa yung ammo. So pwedeng tapos hindi kayo nag-aagawan. Kung ano nakikita mo, ikaw lang nakakita nun. That's for you. No one, even daanan ng kakampi mo, hindi mo punta sa kanya yung health na yun or sa'yo lang yun. Pati yung loot, hindi kayo nag-aagawan.
Parang sa WoW.
Oo. Sa loot, hindi kayo nag-aagawan. Sa loot din, pag may chest, wala siyang, ano tawag dito?
Need greed.
Yung roll mechanic. Walang need greed. Kung ano yung mag-drop sa'yo yun. The thing is, your friend might have gotten better rarity than yours. Pero you don't see that. Only he can see kung ano yung nag-drop na loot. So, kalbo may chest, inopen niya yon. May lalabas doon. Kunin mo na lang. Sa'yo naman yun, hindi mo inaagawan yung mga, which is okay lang. Although, hindi ko pa kasi nalalaro talaga yung Sige, mamaya lalaroin ko. Mamaya lalaroin ko yung Strongholds. Kasi parang, syempre, nasa MMO genre ako. Yung parang, naisip ko na parang, kailangan ko pa magpalakas bago ako mag-dungeon. Kasi ayoko maging burden sa Pero although, scaled down and scaled up naman yung mga parang, more of inviting casuals pa rin talaga siya. Pero ikaw nga nandun pa rin sa akin na parang, hindi, nakakahiya naman.
Mag-reach out sila sa'yo para...
Oo nga.
I mean, yung mga audience natin ba?
Oo nga. Oo. Gusto niyo akong kalaro, Inang Place. Yeah. Add nyo lang ako sa Grabe, nagkaroon ng silbi yung Origin.
Oo nga. Ako hindi ko masyadong ginagamit yun eh.
Totoo, Steam naman talaga, di ba? Steam, bukas ka ng Steam, anong next? Ikaw sa PS4 ka, bukas ka. Pero hindi mo ginagamit yung Origin. I mean, the last time, I think, dalawa kasi Origin account ko. This is the new account that I made. Yung Inang Place. And the old account that I have. Hindi ko na lang masyado ginagamit kasi nga baka maghingi ng password or what. I don't have access to my old email anymore because of my number is already gone. Wala na yung number ko. So, nawala yung SIM card ko. Hindi ko na makita pare. Nawala sa mall yun. And to think I was bringing it to the mall to actually, off topic to mga kaibigan. Pero I was bringing it to the mall para lang gawin siya. Kasi yung sa akin micro. Tapos meron pa palang mas maliit doon na SIM card. So I was just changing it to that. And you can do that. Globe ako So you can change it. I think the smart naman. Naman. Pero you can change it to that. Magbabayad ka lang. Kasi nga, you're gonna pay for the SIM. Pero you're still gonna use the same number. So, yun nga. Parang, yun lang ang gagawin ko na wala pa. Alam mo yun, nakapila na ako. Sabi ko, asa na? Ba't nawawala? Patay. Sabi ko, shit. Wala na akong access dun sa number. Ang daming, I think Facebook I already changed it. The emails, I already changed it. Pero yung Yahoo kasi medyo medyo sensitive siya, hindi siya kapalit. Pero I think you can just call them. Although, hirap-hirap tumawag yun sa Yahoo, di ba? Pero anyway, so yun nga. Hindi ko ginagamit yung old Origin ko. Pero yun yung maraming free games. May free games yun eh. May mga free games yun.
Sa Origin?
Oo. Doon sa Origin, yung old niya kasi parang dati nagpo-follow ako sa Kotaku. And they always announce EA is giving away Dragon Age Origins for free.
Mm.
So parang, okay. Siyempre, classic game yan. So kailangan downloadin yan. Diba? Meron pa din sinabi, Battlefield 3 was offered for free. So until a limited time, you have to download it. So download ko. Yan, nasa library ko siya. Mga free games. Dami pa mga free games na nandyan. Which is not present on my You can't download kasi wala na. Tapos na yung nila, yung promo nila na yon. So parang, sayang. Titignan ko kung pwede i-merge. Pero I doubt it. Pero yun nga. What do you call this? So yun yung gumana talaga ngayon yung Origin. Nakakalito pa minsan kasi parehong letter A. Anthem tsaka Apex. Minsan gusto kong maglaro. Minsan gusto kong maglaro. Oo.
Biglang sinilip ko yung Origin account ko.
Sinilip mo ba? Yun. Nung kinlik ko yung ano ba sa PlayStation? Ano ba siya? Origin Access? Or,
ay, PlayStation?
Xbox lang.
Ay, hindi. Sa PlayStation.
Saan ba naglalaro? Saan ba naglalaro ng Apex?
Sa PS. PlayStation.
Buti nga libre pa din. Buti nga hindi na Kaya lang yung PSN may bayad, di ba? Wala na, free na siya.
Kasi ang isang online game, pwede nilang i-connect na kailangan na may PlayStation Plus or wala. Hindi ako sure kung ito kailangan o hindi. Pero feeling ko hindi eh.
Okay. Mukhang hindi naman. Marami naman nakakalaro niyan eh. Pero yan eh. I think they're looking to do yung crossplay on it. And this is the first game that I'm going to say that I don't think there's going to be an issue for consoles. Kasi it doesn't matter how fast you look here. Kasi hindi siya ganun ka, kasi it plays the same as Call of Duty eh. And, I mean, the first time na nabilib ako kung gaano kabilis yung mga Call of Duty players is they're using controllers eh. Not exactly PC eh. They're using controllers, kaya bibilis nila. Yung mga dating videos, di ba, yung mga Modern Warfare 2, sobrang, ang gagaling bumuril na itong mga to. Yung talagang,
Unlike before, meron ng maraming settings sa controller na pwede mo i-adjust yung sensitivity.
yung sensitivity, Oo nga. Although kasi hindi lang talaga ako sanay kasi sa may X and Y axis kasi, di ba?
Sanayan lang yan.
PC kasi pwede kang kumakain ng isang di ba? Sa hindi eh. Ang mga out of view ka eh. Dito pwede isa. Yung anak ko nga eh. Kumakain yan dito. Pinapagalitan ko lang kasi syempre.
Yung napupunta sa keyboard.
Oo. Although yung keyboard ko kasi ngayon maganda kasi nga mechanical. Wala siya yung butas sa ilalim. So parang sa barko is deck lang siya. Hipan mo lang o wala na sa ilalim. Which is okay. Mura lang pati ito. I don't know if it's a local brand or not. Phantom keyboard? I don't know. It's just 2,000, man, compared to Razer's. The membrane keyboard, man, I bought for like 3,000. Manigit. Sabi ko, sana ito lumabas dati pa. Pero anyway. So yun nga. I mean, yun yung isa sa malaking problema. Now we go to the worst problem that a bandwagon situation. Ito na yung mga parang mga anak-anak na problema. Is yung review bombing.
Define natin.
Define natin kasi review bombing. Siyempre guys, internet na ngayon. Anyone can log in site. And just like comments, just like likes. Yung mga reviews, you can also post your own reviews. Nag-start naging thing to when, particularly on gaming lang muna. On gaming, naging thing to when Steam came out. Kasi you can review the game, you can post on the gaming, yung parang yung site, yung parang medyo main page ng game sa Steam. And you can write your own comment if you own the game. I haven't tried. Pero yun nga. And then you can upvote it or downvote it. Tapos you can place a comment. Diba? So yun. Yung iba ginagawang meme. Parang nagpo-post sila ng mga haiku. Yung mga ganun dyan. Pero yung iba kasi, blatant na, hindi, nagre-review talaga sila. Pero there are also others. Ito nga, katulad ng mga bandwagon again. They're just review bombing a particular game. They haven't played it. They haven't ganyan-ganyan. Kasi lalo na, kaya ako sinasabi nag-start to sa Steam. Kasi eventually nagpunta to sa Metacritic. And then this trend came through na you really have nothing to say but negative. Pero you can go to Metacritic, rate the game, and it'll go to user experience. Unless you're a critic, which goes to your Metacritic score. First and foremost. May user reviews, merong Metacritic. Right now, I think Anthem is sitting on a 60. And the user review is like 3.6. Sobrang baba. Sobrang baba talaga. The others haven't even played it. I'm not saying na parang, kailangan mo review. Yeah, sure. I understand na, pero sure, because of the corporate nature of EA, they have some people there saying, we should take this as a challenge to improve the game and all that. But the thing is, the game really doesn't suck. It's lacking. Diba? Ang akin kasing number one problem is the hype. The reason why I'm saying that this bad review having is tied up to bandwagoning is like, yung expectation mo sa game. Because of the hype, because of the marketing and the advertisements that is put through the game, you're led to believe that this is gonna be a great game. In the eventuality, Anthem is just a game. It's just a game out there. So whether it sucks or not, it's still a game. The question is does it function properly? It does. It plays well. Pero if you really listen to the reviews, the reviewers are not putting any substance in the reviews. They're saying the content is lacking. Pero it's a looter shooter that happened to Destiny, that happened to Division. You can't tie it up to a single-player RPG game that doesn't release completely. Kumbaga, hindi mo pa ito pwedeng tawaging RPG na parang, ay, kulang yung content. Ang pangit ng mga story and everything. No, it's not. The core game is not meant to be a story-based game. Pero, di ba, there should be a story. Kasi kung pwede yan, parang generic lang na nagbabarilan lang kayo tapos hindi alam ng tao, ano bang nangyayari dito? Ano bang mundo to? Bakit iba? Di ba? So, syempre, lalagyan nila ng background. But it doesn't mean that the story sucks. The story is as is. Diba? Story is as is. And you're going to create your own story, whatever you want. Whatever corporate bullshit they're going to feed on you. Diba? Pero, the core gameplay experience is okay. Diba? Meron pa nga nagko-comment sa mga reviews parang ang pangit ng mga barel. And everything. Oh, pangit yung mga barel for now. Pero, do you really value the look of the sword versus the stats? Diba? Siyempre, stats-based game to, loot to di ba? You don't care if you have the coolest yun. Kung pangit naman talaga yung stats ng baril mo, you're gonna let that go. I-dismantle mo yan, di ba? Kung sa Diablo. Di ba? Dismantled yan. Di ba? Talagang, yan. Diyos ko. Yun ang nangyayari most of the time. Talagang, ibibenta mo yung yan. Cool, di ba? Unless there's a mechanic katulad ng I think sa Guild Wars 2, that once you found like a cool skin, kahit low level siya, pwede mo siyang gamitin sa mga
masin nasa WoW. Kasi same issue pag nag-upgrade ka ng ng armor mo, biglang ang pangit ng kombinasyon ng
di ba?
Para kang
ganda ng stats ng bago. Ang ganda ng stats ng bago mong armor, tapos mukhang tanga ka naman, kulay green, like kulay neon green, yung mga ganun. Parang, ano to?
Kaya in-implement nila. I forgot ko anong tawag, pero meron yung sinasabi mo nga, parang skin.
Ay, ma-transmute, mga gano'n. Diba? So, ayun. Ayoko lang doon kasi kailangan mo pa ganitong stone. Hindi, dapat right-click lang yan, katulad yung sa Guild Wars 2, parang right-click mo lang. Tapos, yan naman na. Pero I think ganoon din yata sa kailangan mo ng particular item. So, yun, alam mo yun? Pero, alam mo yun, di ba? Simple lang yun. Simple lang. I mean, it's just a simple solution. Kung may problema ka sa look ng mga, sabi niya kasi uninspired ng mga barrel. Kasi the guns look funny. Why? Kasi if it's a cool gun, cool futuristic looking gun, pero may nakabalot kasi ng mga, di ba? Pero nakalimutan na ba kung ano yung setting ng world? They're survivalists. No spoilers or anything. Pero you can see it on the trailer. Pero they're survivalists and everything. Diba? Parang they're living in this small, parang fort and everything. Pero, diba? They're not, hindi to kingdom. They're not ruled under kingdom. They're not ganyan-ganyan. Ride by military and everything. Hindi. Kaya nga tawag sa'yo, freelancer, hindi soldier. So, parang freelancer ka talaga para getting by. So, that's the reason why the guns look like that. Pero, pagdating mo naman sa Colossus, hype naman yung mga barel. Kala mo mga makina kalalaki. Oo, parang makina ng kotse. Ganun yung mga barel ng Colossus. Ng tank nila. Oh my God. So, parang sabi ko, ang cool nito. Diba? So people can make comments and everything, and it would influence a gamer that doesn't really know anything about, hasn't played it and everything. And it's, I think, irresponsible for the gaming media to do that just to get views, just to go to a bandwagon because EA and go on a bandwagon against Anthem itself, diba? Because the thing is, may mga taong bumili niyan eh. Di ba? May mga taong bumili niyan. Di ba? And I know they're trying to like, kasi may mga is it a good buy, yung mga should you buy Anthem, yung mga gano'n na reviews.
Meron mga gano'n.
Oo. Pero yung for you to literally say that the person who actually bought the game pre-order the game because they want to play it you're actually affecting that person already. Na parang, you're not letting that person thrive in the game. Why? Kasi, bumili siya. Sino pang bibili? Wala na eh. Wala siyang kalaro. Diba? That's actually how I feel in the game. Very lonely. Why? Because I know it's nobody's. Diba? I know my friends are not gonna play this because they're being deterred by the very few outspoken,
Would you say
paroting.
time kasi Anthem is EA, di ba? Tapos ang Apex is technically EA naman din to, di ba?
Publisher naman sila.
Did they parang halos sabay yung lumabas to eh. Would you say bad timing yung paglabas ng Anthem?
Hindi rin eh. I mean, we
it's
don't
too
know
close together.
No, the thing is, we don't. What should have been stopped is Apex Legends. Diba? Why? Because nobody knew about Apex Legends. Everybody knew about Anthem like 3 years ago.
Dapat inuna nila muna Anthem, then Apex.
Hindi rin eh. Hindi ko rin masasabing gano'n. I think, kasi magkaibang genre eh. Kung ikaw EA, parang bakit mo pipigilan?
Sabagay.
Diba?
But,
kasi pag pinigilan kita, magtatrabaho pa rin kayo. Gusto ko nang kumita eh. Diba? Ilabas mo na yung game na yan kasi alam ko maganda yan. Diba? Etong
or would you say na Anthem, sinadya nilang kasi alam nilang hindi magaan masyado at may excuse sila?
Siguro. Pero I think
speculating na tayo dito.
Naman. Wala namang issue sa speculation. Podcast naman to. Pero yun nga. Ang akin lang, siguro they should have released Anthem sooner. Kasi knowing EA, kasi they wouldn't say na system yun. They're not independent. Diba? They're a big publisher that can release AAA games on the bat. When they say it's gonna be released, it's gonna be released. Diba? We don't need no early access. Diba? Yun lang yun. Siguro, they could have handled the beta stages a little better. Diba? Or they could have not done it at all. Sobrang, wag na lang i-announce yung closed beta, parang mag-invite ka na lang secretly. Tapos mag-NDA ka until release date.
Gano'n naman talaga dati, di ba? Kapag sabi mo closed beta.
Exactly. Pag sinabi mo beta, hindi naman, kasi nauso lang open beta. Usually, open beta is just a marketing for the game. A stress test and also a marketing for the game. Di ba? Kasi they're experimenting on ano yan? Kasi, we made a cool game. So, we wanna get the word out.
At saka,
so, yun.
No, from other podcasts din at saka articles din, no matter how magaling kang programmer, even if you test it internally, kailangan mo pa rin ilabas para makita mo. Kasi, players, they can find things na hindi mo maalam eh.
Correct. Totoo yun. Maraming nakikita na bugs ang iba. Kasi nga, you're biased because it's your creation. Diba? So, you tend to, pwede na yan. Ito yung intention kong gawin to eh. You don't know how the gamers or the users will actually feel or how they will play the game.
Yun.
Diba? You don't know how they play the game. Kasi, I think, there was this, I don't know if it's Ultima yata. I think Ultima Online. They made this area na parang 2D pa to 2D pa. Hindi 2D side-scrolling yan. 2D na parang top-down.
Isometric na
isometric pero top-down siya na gano'n. So they created this open area na open world. The players can go there. And there will be animal NPC there. They can hunt, they can to get pelts. This was the first time that they actually made. Ito yung panahon na gumawa ka na. You don't expect to make patches back then, mga early 90s, di ba? So ang ginawa ng mga players, after release, within I think 2 hours, yung animals dun sa area, I mean, the players were actually killing the animals faster than they could spawn. So nagkakaroon ng problema yung game and all that. I mean, so wala nang it's a parang player driven economy. So parang ano nangyari? So they had to make on the fly patches na parang sige, this will release. 'Di ba? So parang ginawa nila parang pag naubos tong area na to, dito naman yung susunod na animal ganyan. 'Di ba? Para hindi repetitive yung mga player na pag nag-spawn lahat, tapos ubusin nila, tapos spawn lahat. So parang pangit yung game, di ba? Parang ginawa nila, pag naubos itong area na to, dito na spawn, ganyan. So parang rotate siya. So, on the fly, ginawa nila yun. Yun nga. So, they didn't expect that, di ba? So it's the same thing. They didn't expect that when they released it. When they were making the game. They didn't know how the players would react na parang ganon. Kasi parang naging economy nila yung parang gumawa ng belts and everything. So, alam mo yun, ginawa naman players, ubos na lahat ng sa area. So yun, ganun din, it's the same thing pagdating din sa mga beta tests and everything. So, I think they should be careful. But the thing is, it's EA. And these guys are notorious for not learning from their mistakes. Really notorious. They're always looking at things on an extreme measure. Look at what happened to Battlefield 5. Diba? Tama ba? Tama, Battlefield 5. Yung
pinaka-latest?
Oo. People were complaining, yung para kasing medyo right-wing yung EA noon, na parang right-wing, kailan doon sa mga tinatawag nila SJW, mga social justice warrior. Bakit wala mga babae sa game? Ba't wala mga ganito sa game? And then they took it to extreme pagdating sa BF5, na yung mga hindi na lumalaban sa gera, lumaban. Diba? Tapos they defended it. Na parang, dude, you're doing it wrong. Diba? Diba?
Masyado na.
I know they're, tapos they're listening to yung mga extreme players na maingay lang. Diba? Yun nga yung bandwagon yan. Ito mo, Battlefield 5, ano nangyari? I think it's a good game. I think it plays the same as all other Battlefield there. Being shown in YouTube and everything, sobrang ganda pa rin naman. Sobrang mas maganda pa yung graphics ngayon. Sobrang mas malinaw. Parang yung Battlefield 1 din. Diba? Pero syempre, nasa World War II na. Pero it got downplayed. Everything got downplayed because of the words of a few loudmouths. Diba? They're trying, nagbo-boycott sila, nagaganyan sila. So, yung mga players who actually bought it don't have anybody to play it with. Even if it's online, sobrang hirap humanap ng game, sobrang konti naglalaro, and only certain times would it be available compared to what? Apex Legends? That anytime you log in, you'll get someone. There's no downtime. There's no nothing. Diba? Kasi,
may
naglaro na ako ng madaling araw niyan. May naglalaro.
May hypothetical question ako. Or I don't know anong classic question to. Kasi would you say na parang na max out na natin ang shooter players? It's kind of like yung nangyayari ngayon sa smartphones. Peak smartphone na tayo eh. Kaya if you notice, yung mga cellphone manufacturers or companies, they're not focusing on yung unit. It's more of things around it. Kasi everyone that can buy a cell phone has a cell phone na smartphone. So are we saying now na parang all the players na gusto ng shooter is already playing a shooter? Now it's just trying to get people away from each other na lang. So parang ganun?
Siguro. I mean, you can attest to that, particularly sa mga. I mean, they've been playing for decades now. Diba? They've been playing for decades. Pero it doesn't also mean na these same players wouldn't try a new game like Apex Legends. Diba? They would try it if it's cool enough. If it's cool enough to get you. Kasi ikaw, you can still say that you're not a dead WoW player, you're an inactive player.
Inactive.
So there would be some reason why you would get back into the MMO industry. Diba? Or get back to WoW in general. Diba?
Siguro pag ang mga anak ko ay matatanda na.
Ayun nga. I mean, other than that, aside from real world reasons na hindi ka makapag-spend ng time. Kasi you can't spend that time anymore. Pero just to get back to the game. Diba? Just to spend a few hours on it. Diba? So, if there's a reason, right now nandun ka sa stage na parang, if there's a reason to play again, I would. Diba? So, ako, in my end, there are only a few reasons why I would play again. First of all, if it's, if people I know are playing it, then, lalo na kumbaga kung may presyo yung game, hindi siya free. So, I would definitely have those reasons first na parang may naglalaro ba? Maganda ba yung game? Di ba? Na worth it ba talaga yung perang ibabayad mo? Di ba? I think ngayon yun yung raso ng mga worth it ba talaga? $60 is still a huge money even in the States. Second, di ba? Kung libre siya, lalaroin ko. Kasi ganun lang, kadali mag-pick up ng game ngayon di ba? Regardless of what people say sa Pilipinas na mabagal ang internet, oh my God, ang bilis na internet na kaya. Diba? And it's no one's it's just the market, it's just growing. There's a need for faster internet. Why not make the infrastructure stronger? The government, regardless of what administration, it has nothing to do with it. Diba? Because the government is not paying for the infrastructure, these companies are. Diba? So yun lang yun.
Nag-ano na ba sila? Nag-interconnect na ba sila?
I don't think so. Pero what the government, what the government's involvement is just to avoid the yung mga antitrust lang naman yung mga monopoly of areas, diba? Yung let's say porket si Globe ang pinakamaraming cell sites dito sa area, hindi niya pwedeng i-claim yung area. There should be some way where other providers can also set up shop. Diba? Versus yung, diba? So, yun lang naman ang involvement ng government. Pero, for us to claim na you ask the government for faster speeds and everything, it's just crazy, man. Diba? If the companies are not ready to set up faster speeds, they won't. Diba? Diba? It's still supply and demand. Diba? Kung malakas ang demand na faster internet, uutang yan sa mga bangko para lang makaset up ng bagong infrastructure para ma-upgrade yung mga systems.
Yes, bagay. Kasi ang use case lang naman ng majority ng Pinoy is just Facebook, Google, gano'n lang, email. You don't need big bandwidth sa ganyan.
Oo, totoo naman yun. Pero ngayon nga kasi Netflix is getting traction, YouTube is getting traction, uploading videos, diba? Is getting traction na, diba? Yung mga creative content ng mga Pilipino, nakita mo na may mga YouTubers na sobrang gaganda ng content. Nakakatawa sila na, diba?
HD pa yan.
You need not only technology to upload that video, but also the speed. Kasi the faster these guys can get their content up in online, mas maganda yung buhay, di ba?
Pero hopefully, kasi gamers tayo, yung stability ng connection. Yun ang importante sa gamer, hindi naman talaga speed.
Totoo naman. Hindi speed. Kasi, honestly, no matter how, kahit 1.5 MB ka lang, sinasabi lang nila 3 MB kasi para lang yung pag nag-download ng patch, mabilis ka. Pero, you don't use that much bandwidth when you're playing games. Not really. It's just the infrastructure.
At saka yung jitter.
Yung ping naman, it depends not on the speed Kasi no matter how high kahit mag 100 MB ka pa dyan na internet, kung layo naman ang server mo doon sa, di ba? Kung yung
Yung
server
travel
naman
time
is,
ng data.
oo, yung travel time, malayo talaga. Di ba? Kahit gaano kabilis yung kotse mo. Kung from here to Baguio naman yung mga gano'n, yung parang, wala rin, abutin ka rin ng siyam-siyam. Matagal din talaga. So, ang number one, kung if you're gonna ask me, is if there's any government involvement in any way to improve the gaming industry as a whole, is you invite investors to set up servers in Manila. Diba? There should be a Manila server. Pabayaan nyo na yung mga SG-SD server na yan. Diba? Kasi tayo yung gateway. Sa tingin mo, saan ko connect ang Western United States? Adik ka? Or Hawaii server? Connect yan sa Pilipinas kasi malapit. Diba? So, yun pa lang eh. So, infrastructure, dapat ang Pilipinas is gateway for all servers eh. Diba? Particularly to the United States. Pagdating sa mga bandwagoning, sana lang we be careful of what we follow. It's not about how many are disagreeing. It's not how many are agreeing. It's the way you feel personally. Diba?
Wow.
More, kasi nga, I mean, in normal, I think it's in anthropology. There are very few unique decisions that you make your own. More often than not, it's actually influenced by someone, something, your life experience and everything. It's already influenced by something. Diba? You don't choose Michael Jordan because, ang ganda talaga ng Jordan. No, because you were influenced to buy Michael Jordans when you can just buy simple Adidas, yun ang kailangan ng paa mo. Diba? Pero gusto mong bilhin yung yun because you were influenced by it. Diba? So the same with games, video games and everything. If you don't like a game, don't buy it. You don't have to parrot everyone that, I don't like it. I don't like it kasi ganito, ganyan. Pero would you even pay for it? Diba? Really, aside from the influences, aside from it being, would you actually play this game? No, you won't. Diba? If you're, considering Anthem, would you even play a looter shooter? Because if you actually are currently playing Destiny, you're currently playing The Division, then you should look at Anthem. Diba? You should play Anthem. And you don't need to compare it, pero you should check your experiences nung pumasok ka sa The Division, particularly if you joined it on launch or even in Destiny on launch. Alam mo on how those games played.
At saka,
back then.
Besides, meron din sa mga diba, mga free weekend. You can play it on the weekend. Uso na ngayon yung recently.
Exactly.
If you're unsure pa kung bibilhin mo o hindi, you can abangan mo na lang mga free weekend para ma-check mo.
Pero actually, meron ako isang theory eh. Medyo devious theory to. Pero I don't know if it's...
Tinfoil.
I don't even know if it's... ito. People review bombing particular games. Diba? Particularly kung AAA yan or magandang game yan or kahit ano lang, maghanap sa liga na. Ganun kasi yung ginawa nila dun sa Battlefield.
Yung ano.
Battlefield, I think, release October. I think October siya na-release or November. I think October. Nirelease siya October. Hinabol siya sa taon just in case. Pero by December, it's already half price na. So I'm thinking they're doing this Anthem because nobody would pay $50 for it. They'd pay $30 for it though.
Okay.
You get it?
So parang ito na ngayon ang follow-up question dyan. Would you say na yung $59.99 na usual, yun ang standard, di ba? Is that, parang obsolete na? Kailangan ng ang
Hindi rin. Kasi let's say CD Projekt Red released Cyberpunk, and Cyberpunk is not an online game. It's a single player shooter. It's a first person shooter, single player RPG. People would pay $60 for that. Diba? Pero they'd be sketchy. They'd be questioning if you sell it for $30. AAA game. Kailangan may category pa rin na ganun, AAA in it. Pero when it comes to looter shooters, I think it has to be lower. Why? Because it's a games of service game, meaning we're not only paying $60 for it. Yun kasi yung number one, I think, argument that would actually stand out. You're paying $60 for a game that is incomplete. Diba? It has to be complete if it's $60. Diba? It has to be complete. Kasi after that, what's collector's edition? You'll add more to the game, diba? You'll add more trinkets, yung mga ganyan. More na makukuha pa ng mga game. Pero when it's $60, it has to be complete. If it's $30, you're expecting people to actually pay more for it. Katulad dito, you have loot boxes, you have microtransactions. Diba? People will calculate it to, kailangan hindi ako lumagpas ng $60 kasi yun lang yung complete game, diba? So, I mean, basing it on a marketing perspective, I think it will work if it's just $30. Which really leads me to another point. Ubisoft is selling The Division 2 right now for pre-order at $41.
So, binabaan na nila yung ano?
It's $41. Kasi, and also, siguro, because they went to, Epic Game Store, diba? Parang,
siguro dahil mas maliit ang cut ng Epic.
Siguro din. Kasi nung initially nga, sabi ko nga, di ba, I think I made a post on my Facebook, on my end, is parang, they're selling The Division for $56. 56. It's a weird price, 56 something. Tapos they're selling it $41 on Epic Store. So I was like, what? Why are you paying? Why are we? Dapat baliktad dapat. You should be selling it more on another platform, which is Epic Game Store, and then selling it less on your own platform, which is Uplay. Pero they're selling it more on Uplay. And my devious plan is parang, ang mga gamers kasi pag may pera, bibilin yan. Nabili mo na ng $56 yan. Tapos $41 lang pa sa Epic Games. Yun lang yung natatawa lang. Parang sa, are you serious? Parang, ngayon, pareho na siya, $41. I think it's the right price for that. I don't know what the decision to make it $41 for a standard game. Pero yun nga. I just don't want it to become a trend na by paying $30 you'll get an incomplete game. By paying $60 you'll get a little more than that. And then yung normal hierarchy ng mga digital, parang mga legendary edition, collector's edition, ganun pa din. I don't want it to be that way. You're gonna sell looter shooters at $30, including Diablo. Yung mga ARPGs. Including that, you should sell it at $30. Yun lang yun siguro yung makita ko na okay. Pero itong review bombing na to na trend, I think this is the overall agenda. Yun lang yung theory ko. Pero I think this overall agenda that you shouldn't sell these types of games and service games for full price. Diba? Kaya lang kasi yung full price na yun, di ba? Parang,
so, sa akin, parang old model na yun.
Yun nga. Pero yung akin kasi naawa lang ako sa developers. Yung sweldo nila. Yung mga sweldo nila, yung sweldo na nag-manufacture, nag-design ng box, nag-design ng ganyan. Doon pumapasok yung $60 eh.
Bagay.
Di ba? Kung ako lang, $30 digital edition, di ba?
Hindi, nangyayari niya, walang bibili ng box set kung magkaiba ang price ng ano.
Dapat, hindi, meron pa din. Si Alice, bibili.
Ay, hindi, ano na yun, mga dapat collector's edition yung box set.
Yun nga, exactly. Kasi parang yung iba kasi, parang gusto nila ng box. Pero dapat choice na yun. Gusto mo ng box, you pay for it. Si Vibs nga, sabi ko, bakit ka na lang bumili ng what do you call this? I think kasi nung binili niya yung Resident Evil sa Databilities, and I think she pre-ordered it, but when it launched, I think they gave the last copy away to someone else who didn't pre-order it.
Oh.
So it's like, so ang akin lang is parang nung nag-comment ako sa kanya, parang sabi ko, bakit di ka na lang nag-digital? Kasi you can get it from at day one, di ba? Kasi gusto niyo yung box. Kasi parang tradition na yan. So, choice, right? So it's a choice. You have certain reservations why you're buying a box. Di ba? Pero, for the rest of mankind, dapat
mankind talaga eh.
Mankind talaga. Pero digital na lang talaga, di ba? Ako kasi on my PC, I don't have CD-ROMs anymore. I don't have DVD-ROMs anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have CD drives anymore. I don't have it. Di ba? Well, first and foremost, nasira yung DVD, yung previous case ko, parang nasira yung drive ko. So parang sabi ko, you know what? Screw it. I won't have a drive anymore. Di ba? And you see it in, I think, stores like Data Blitz and iTech, I think, are feeling it. Nobody's coming to your store anymore unless they're buying a console or buying a console yung bala. And these are parents too. They are clueless. Diba? So parang, bumili ka na lang ng bala. Pero in essence, you don't need to do that. Kasi pustahan, when you buy that CD, you put it in the PS4, there will be a patch. And it's a huge goddamn patch. Tama? So it's useless, man.
Might as well at least yung latest version na yun, di ba?
Kasi when they put the data in that DVD or Blu-ray, it was what, months ago? Diba? Kasi they have to do manufacturing and everything. They have to put copies on that. That's they're gonna ship it to all the stores around the world. Diba? How long does that take? Diba? Tapos, when you receive it, meron ng bagong updates na ginawa. Diba? Yung company mismo. So, laging may day one patch. Yan yung tatawa ko. Ba't nagtataka pa yung mga gamers na parang, bakit may day one patch? Diba? Excited na ako maglaro. Ba't kasi bumili ng CD? On the day it launches, kami meron mga tinatawag na preload eh. Diba? May tinatawag na preload, usually a day before. A day or 2 days before. And that's the complete, unless there's like a small patch, and probably maliit na gig lang naman yun, patch na yun eh, or minsan MB lang eh. Parang changes to the menu or something like that eh. Pero yun lang yun. Or otherwise, you can start playing, man. Natawa lang ako. Ako nga kasi nang lumili ako ng Anthem, I already, pero, and I heard, because my preloaded started 7 days before. They wanted me to preload the game. So, sige. Pero na-preload the game, pagdating na may day, kasi nga maraming changes, maraming updates, maraming ganyan. Mga small changes lang naman. Pero yun nga, may patch ko rin. Na-delay pa ako ng mga 1 hour. Full game yata yung patch na yun. Ang laki rin. Yung mga, yun ba, 15 gig para sa isang oras. Kaya mag-Apex Legends muna. Ayun. So parang yun. Yun lang naman yung nangyari. Diba? Pero ika nga, I mean, to our listeners out there, don't get stressed. Particularly, kasi may bandwagoning is okay. Ang mahirap lang kasi if you're already fanboying and you're hating on a game or you're liking on a game, yung mga ganyan. And tapos stress ka lang personally. Huwag mo nang gawin yun, di ba? You play it on your own terms. Kasi nakakalimutan na ng mga millennials ngayon, yung mga, kung paano tayo nagsimula noon. We didn't have reviews back then.
Magazine.
We didn't have previews. We didn't have trailers of games. Ang most na trailer na masasabi mo or preview na masasabi mo is yung picture ng game dun sa box. That's it. Tapos yung mga 3 screenshot, di ba?
Or yung name ng developer.
Oo. Actually, yung screenshots, medyo latest na yun eh. Mga late 90s na yun nag-start yung mga screenshots eh. Pero yung before, yung screenshots, wala. Di ba? Swerte ka nga kung may box pa eh. Nabili ka ng bala ng family computer, di ba? Box yun eh. Di ba? O yun. Yun lang yung meron kami, pictures. Pero we enjoyed it for what it is. If we don't like it, we move on to the next game. That's it. We don't stress on the game itself. Diba? May mga games din na hinihiram namin sa otherwise, hindi ka nasasoli yun. Hindi. Mga tricks lang yun, mga bata. Pero yung, you don't stress on games that much and you join this bandwagon of fans and clans and ganyan, di ba? Hindi to Destiny versus Division versus, di ba? Anthem to a point kasi bagong-bago pa lang Anthem. Napang fanboy yan, di ba? Hindi to Halo versus Call of Duty. Hindi to ganyan. Pigil nyo yung mga ganyan. Hindi to PS4 versus Xbox and PC. Di ba? Although PC pa rin panalo, bakit ba? Hindi. Kidding aside, I mean, don't start this stress yourself and join these bandwagons and everything. Make your own choice, di ba? I mean, we are just one outlet. Puro Laro podcast is just one outlet of voicing out our opinions on particular games. Pero you can even start your own review site or whatever as right now as we speak. Simpleng gawa ka lang ng account dyan, mag-start ka na magsulat. Diba? No matter how it looks, you're still voicing out your opinion out there. Even from a simple post or whatnot, you're still voicing out your own opinion based on your own experience, based on your own review of the game. Kasi there will be, katulad ngayon, I mean, I think, di ba, Captain Marvel was just review bombed.
Ay, hindi ko alam.
I think it was just review bombed. So, I mean, it got so many downvotes, sobrang baba ng review. It's actually the lowest review that a Marvel movie ever got. Pero it's already 150 million in the box office. It's the same as Black Panther with downvoted that much. Diba? Kasi nakita mo yung disparity between user review and yung critical, yung talagang mga critics. Makikita mo eh. It's being praised. It's the first Marvel movie to actually be nominated for Best Picture. So mahalata mo talaga na review bomb to. Kasi wala eh. Ano lang eh, parang spreading, I mean cliche na, narinig natin yun. Spreading hate eh. And I mean, for me, it's not just spreading hate. It's spreading aggravation that is not needed for everyone. Diba? Kasi you see particular news articles on Facebook, on social media and everything, then you get stressed about it. Because you have a view on a particular subject. Diba? Pero you don't. That's just one. What is your view? Diba? Do you agree or you don't agree? And even so, what is your view? I'm pretty sure iba yung view mo doon sa article na yan. Iba yung view mo, malayong-malayo kayo. There may be some similarities, pero malayong-malayo yung point mo doon sa point ng article. So don't just give up your point and just listen to a particular article, news review, gaming review, or whatever. You form your own. Diba? I think ako natutunan ko kasi ito pagdating kay Angry Joe dati. And I don't watch his videos anymore. Kasi I think he calls himself Angry Joe for a reason. Diba? And he has his magic reviews from the past na sobrang taliwas and he was right about it. It was really a good game despite what IGN says or whatever. Pero I think he was right about a few things. Pero ngayon kasi it's I think he's bringing back his old yung parang puro angry reviews na lang talaga. wala nang magandang sinabi. And he's doing less of it. I don't know what he's doing now. Pero he's doing less of it. So parang Ray William Johnson ang dating. hindi na siya nagjo-joke masyado eh. Bahala na siya. Pero yun nga, I don't follow his views. I don't follow anyone's review anymore. Sometimes the only time that I actually watch gaming reviews is when I don't know anything about it. Or this is the first time yung parang narinig ko yung isang game. Ano ba
Tapos,
to? Ba to?
several reviews para ano.
Several reviews. You can view, you can form your own. Malamang magkakaiba yan. Ako si ACG, I think is ACG kasi nga, ang point niya is parang yung start ng video niya parang, hi, this is ACG, parang starting a review, ganyan. That is not 2 to 3 minutes long and sponsored by from any game developer bullcrap. He's good, 15 minutes, tapos maganda yung ano niya segments niya. Ultimate yung sounds, tapos yung graphic and gameplay.
I guess it goes the same with yung yung movie reviewers na know kung a good reviewer siya o hindi is kung talagang express niya yung words, so in words yung gusto niyang kung ano yung ayaw niya at kung anong hindi yung basta emotion lang.
Correct. I mean, testament ako dyan kasi pagdating sa movies, not that I don't know what's good or not, but I usually follow my own shit on that. Why? I've watched pero I've watched Battlefield Earth 7 times already, man, and I love it.
Guilty pleasure yan.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know that it was probably one of the worst movies of all time. Battlefield Earth.
Ito ba yung si John Travolta?
I was like, pero I think fucking the premise is okay yun ah. I mean, if it was directed, let's say that same plot was directed by Steven Spielberg or James Cameron or whatnot. Fucking man, di ba? O post-apocalyptic sobra, di ba? Sinabi niya, di ba? The alien, yung aliens, as the entire world battle versus them is only lasted 15 minutes. Why? Kasi talagang sobrang mahina yung gamit natin and everything. Diba? Tapos they enslaved us and we forgot who we are as a civilization and we were just workers for them, slaves and everything. Tapos, diba? Tapos, here comes this ganyan. Tapos, na-relearn natin na-relearn niya yung mga, yung kung sino tayo before. Tapos, they rose up and sabi ko, Planet of the Apes kaya yan. Diba? Pero sabi ko, sci-fi. Diba? I mean, I get it kasi ang pangit ng acting ni doon. Yung parang, ang cringy nung acting. Pero it's not off timing, hindi naman.
Yung I would say na although hindi ko pa napanood pero I saw a glimpse of it. Yung pinaka cringy everyone loves it bad movie is The Room.
Alin?
The Room daw. Yung yung eccentric na
It's so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad that everyone loves it. Nga. Sumikat siya kasi ginawa rin naman ng yun. Ginawa nila parang parody real life kung sino talaga siya. Diba? Hi Mark. Diba? So, naging meme na yung Hi Mark. Okay lang yan. It's the worst movie of all time.
Yun yung mga yung magiging cult classic eh.
Exactly. May cult following kapag ganyan. Pero yun nga, I mean, it's bad to admit it, man, but I loved it. I loved Battlefield Earth. I'm sorry. Was it Battlefield Earth? Am I making a mistake here? I know it's Battlefield Earth.
Alam ko din.
I don't know, it's Battlefield Earth, right? Yeah, it is Battlefield Earth. I was like, gusto ko kaya siya. I mean, there are parts there I would cut. I think I would shorten the entire film to ganyan. Pero, okay siya eh. Gusto ko siya eh. The idea, that kind of idea. Meron pa akong isang, pero ito naman kasi nostalgia-based to eh. One of the worst B movie pa to.
B-movie na.
Baka hindi, B-movie na, pero hindi yata to B-movie. C-movie to eh. Laserblast, man.
Ay, hindi ko alam yun ah.
Oh my God. Sa Mystery Science Theater 3000 yun. Pero hindi, napanood ko siya sa, I think it was Channel 9, Tanghaling Tapat. I was like looking for it kasi parang sinasabi ng kaibigan ko. I mean, that was yung, ito pa yung claymation. Claymation, Laserblast. I mean, if you can think of the worst movie and all, ito kaya mo tong gawin on your back. Ganun siya. Pero mas masarap siyang panoorin sa Mystery Science Theater 3000 kasi may mga comments sila. Pero sobrang sama ng mga linya. May mga linya, grabe. Oh. Sobrang sama ng mga lines, sobrang out of place yung editing, yung ganyan. Pero yung premise, kasi yung premise niya is yung isang tao nakapulot siya ng laser gun sa alien.
Kasi sinilip ko siya ngayon sa YouTube. Parang familiar to.
Sarap yan. Napanood ko yan. Sobrang
1978.
Oh, Laserblast. Sobrang, oh my God. Tapos yung niya, yung bida pa niya, halatang na-influence ni Luke Skywalker.
Oo nga. Yun din ang naano ko.
Sabi ko, sobrang lapit na ito. Pero talagang, naaalala ko kasi itong pelikula na to kasi ganda ka ito. Sabi ko kasi, if this happened to me, kung ano yung nangyari dun sa protagonist, sabi ko, gagawin ko rin yun eh. Gagawin ko rin yun, titira ko rin yung laser gun. For you. Pero ito kasi parang, if you wear it, I think you're gonna go mad. Kasi you're just not gonna wear the laser gun. You need to wear the pendant for the laser gun to work. So your pendant would...
Oh my God, ang pangit na
Oo, para mag-iiba yung yung itsura mo, para hindi ka magiging alien ng kalaban nyo. Nakakatawa dito kasi parang mga alien police na lang dito. Mga tortoise na walang shell. Tapos claymation sila. Sobrang wala. Nakatawa lang ako kasi para sa okay. So one time I'm gonna get that. One time I'm probably gonna get. You know, the Rotten Tomatoes was the score. I don't know what's the score is, man.
Magandang different podcast.
13% liked it.
Rotten Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes. 13% like it. Audience score pa to. Walang critics na yun. Lala. Tomato meter not available. It's not even worth reviewing. Oh my God. I love it. Yun lang. I mean, like I said, it's pagdating sa gaming and everything. Guys, don't follow bandwagons and everything. The only reason why you follow such a bandwagon is if you and your friends actually play it. Diba? Regardless if it's online friends or what. Diba? Go and play your heart's content because you want it, not because some reviewer wants it. That's because IGN says so, or because Ninja plays it, or diba, Dr. Disrespect kung sino-sino pa yung mga pina-follow niyang Twitch. No, don't do that. Diba? Although this is the reason why they make money. Streamers. Yeah. Pero yun yan, that's how endorsement and all that. Pero what I'm saying is parang, let the true stats of how a good game is, how good a game really is by having true, yung gusto talaga ng mga players not influenced by anyone. Diba? So yun. Huwag kayo mag-start yan kasi pa kayo sa mga comment section yan. Hindi, pangit yan, di ba? Hindi to League of Legends versus Dota 2. Bahala kayo kung anong gusto nyo laruin, di ba? Nasa sa'yo yan. So yun lang, I think that's it. Anything else, man? What are announcements dyan?
Wala.
Wala. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for listening to our episode. Please follow us on Facebook. Para sa mga kung ano-anong post, nakalokohan pinagpo-post namin doon. And for any announcements and all that. So,
post natin yung Laserblast.
Laserblast, man! Gusto ko yan. Gusto ko yung Laserblast. Maghanap ako ng poster na malupit dyan. Gusto ko yan.
Sige.
Sana magkaroon ng game na gano'n.
yung talagang yung self-aware na talagang tinitira yung mga old movies.
Oo, man. 10 out of 10 would do so again with Laserblast. 2.6 out of 10. IMDb. Oh, my God. Anyway, I'll see you guys around. Thank you for listening.